I was part of a study Q3 of 2015 to Q2 2016. It was titled The Nomadic Herdsmen Related Security Challenges.
So daddy, mommy, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Did I just call parents guys?
When I look at you, one would think you are mature, but your brain is like that of a fowl.
Oh my god, I really appreciate you people. Good. Do the Fulanis in Nigeria have a grand plan when it comes to what is going on in the country? Remember guys, I talk with only facts and facts only. Anyway, in case you are in for any of this, stay tuned. Let's continue.
An attempt by some groups of individuals to embed population for political capital.
Now, just in case you don't know what the term political capital means, you can see it on your screen.
It was clear that some of these individuals are non-Nigerians, and by embedding them, they will be given citizenship by default.
Now, there is nothing as strong as having resourceful people, and when those people are in the political class, anything is possible.
It's unfortunate that Citizen Malami is a senior advocate of Nigeria and will interpret the provision that says free movement the way he made it.
Can you deny a right of a Nigerian? For example, it's as good as saying, perhaps maybe the northern governors coming together to say that they prohibit spare parts trading in the north. Does it hold water?
Now, truth be told, what is going on in Nigeria at the moment is a grand strategy by a group of people who may not even be Fulanis, but towards a specific goal that you'll be looking at. Now, if you have not watched my reaction video to the interpretation of what the Attorney General of the Federation said with regards to the open grazing ban, you might want to click on the link in the description section to get to see that video, because I pay attention to details as I try to make you see reasons with me why certain things are the way they are.
That they need to separate the offices of Attorney General from that of Minister of Justice. I want to believe that Citizen Malami was speaking as Minister of Justice, and so he could make some political comments. But as Attorney General, within the confines of the legal and policy frameworks of the Nigerian state, he has no business speaking to the public.
Now, pay close attention to his profile here, which I think you should really look at the details. If you look down there, it says that he is a lawyer and a politician. For someone to be holding that kind of position in the country, I think it's a very smart move by the president to even appoint him to be that, because it's a political appointment. It's not as if you voted into it. This is someone that was in the crucial part of forming the APC back in 2013. So the people that we have in the political class right now holding prominent position, of course, if you are in the ruling party, you are the ones holding the majority of the position. That is why most times when they come out to make comment, it's as if it's instead of being objective, it's being subjective or being partisan. Now, we will be right back after the break while we look at why NYSC should be turned into a police recruitment exercise. Do you think it should be turned into that?
NYSC is a viable program. And I will even say maybe convert it to 2-year program and ensure that for about 5-6 years, all NYSC mobilized will be serving with security and law enforcement, with particularly the police and the civil defense.
Oh my God. Now, this man or this student has made valid points from the beginning of our analysis, but to this point, this is a very insensitive statement. Now, I don't know if people interviewed on hard copy are being sent their questions ahead of time, because for you to come up with this spontaneously, I don't know how long he's been conceiving this in his mind. But let's look at the general rule. Would you yourself if you have a son or a daughter, allow your son or daughter, after studying whatever in school, medicine, whatever, to come back to Nigeria. That is if they studied outside, like, okay, yes, I studied outside, okay. Even if it's in Nigeria, to study whatever profession they studied for, whatever course they studied for, and they go into NYSC, they're working for the police force.
Allow them to help cover a major gap that we are having. The capacity of the Nigerian police and civil defense to do serious analysis and mapping is a bit weak.
Now, I know it's a very good idea. It makes sense to an extent, but to an extent also it doesn't make sense. Let me give an example. When I did my NYSC in Nigeria, when doctors came for NYSC, they were all posted to the hospital. Every other person, if you're not in the medical field or something, maybe all you do is teaching. I served in Edo State and I was a teacher. The point is that you don't play with people's lives. You don't play with. I think when it comes to serving the country in that capacity, it should be something that people willingly decide to do. Those who join the police force today, were they forced into it, or did they join because their parents were, or did they join because they want to really serve the nation? Now, I've seen news. Come on, you saw the news of someone who came back from abroad to Nigeria to actually start his life, or would I say reinvest back into the society that he grew up from after making money abroad. What happened? The policeman that was assigned to him, or he assigned to himself as a bodyguard, killed him in cold blood and took his car all the way to somewhere in Port Harcourt, according to the news, to sell it off. The people we have in the police force at the moment are not really acting in the interest of the nation. Most times they act on the interest of themselves or follow the command. And the police, of course, we know it's controlled federally. If it can be decentralized like we are looking at right now, restructuring the country and the states having their own powers and their own police force, I think it's going to make sense. But if everything is coming from the central body, I think to a great extent there is some insensitivity with the comments that he has made, using youths that are supposed to be productive to the society to be serving as policemen or serving in the civil defense or something. So come on, imagine someone that has never had training and knows nothing about the force. Maybe the person will now be carrying guns. But if you are advising that they could maybe come and stay in offices where they'll be doing, more technological related stuff. For example, when Apostle Johnson Suleiman trended with regards to what was between him and Mike Davids, what did George do? I sat in the comfort of my home right here in China and broke down the case for you to see that this person was right, this person was wrong, there was a foul play here, there was a foul play here, and all of that. How did I do that? With my knowledge of technology and how videos are made and how audios are edited and all that. This is my skill. I use that to solve the case. That's how most of you got to know me. What point am I saying? People should not spend their years in school studying for whatever profession they want to be into, only for them to come serve their nation, not in the capacity of what they studied in school. If you would let your son study all the way in abroad, because I would say maybe his son or his children studied abroad, I would say. But if they studied in Nigeria, good and fine. But would you let your own child finish school as whatever to come back and be part of the force, even if it's not permanent, but the worst of it all is that he said it should be increased to 2 years instead of being 1 year. That's already too much. Now, okay, yes, I've paid my dues. I came back to Nigeria after studying my first degree in Ghana. I served the country for a year before I moved to where I am right now in China. But in case you want to see my vlogs and other videos I make here about living and working in China, you might want to click over here to get to see my other channel, or click above here to watch my other videos right here on the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and I love you guys a whole lot. Bye bye.